Okay, Xavier Architects, here we go. So we've got our floor plans pretty set. We've got all of our annotations in. We've got our stairs in. We've got all of our windows in. Now we're ready to start stacking this. So this is the floor plan that we're using now, the sideways floor plan here. And you notice on this floor plan it tells us the dimensions of the windows, and it also tells us the dimensions of the floors, right? So we've got each of these floors is 215 centimeters high, except for the last one, which is 375. But we don't have to worry about that until we start extruding walls. This one's 195, this one's 375, but these first three sets are 215. So we're going to concern ourselves with that. So I've got all of my floor plans set, and what I want to do is I want to preserve the integrity of that stuff there. So I'm just going to highlight all those and copy, and I'm going to take a copy of it and bring it over here. So just in case anything went wrong, we've still got a legit copy of the floor plan over here that we're working from. And now I'm going to jump into the perspective view. It'll be a little easier for us to kind of see what we're doing in perspective view. This is the first floor here, and ideally if we were going to build this with the basement, we'd have stairs going down into the basement, but we're not going to be building the basement. We're just going to be building the four floors, and so we don't have to worry about these stairs here going down. We'll worry about the ones going up, but right now all we really need to worry about is the walls. So what I want to do is I want to stack these up in such a way that they're 215 centimeters apart. Before I do that, I'm going to take all of these layers here that I have. I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to call this floor plan. And I'm going to take the walls and drag them down into the floor plan there, and the hatch and drag that into the floor plan. You'll notice that as I do that, the floor plan now becomes like a container for these other layers. Highlight the first one, hold down shift, highlight the last one, and drag them all into floor plan. And I want to still see the walls, so I'm going to make the walls the active layer here, but I'm going to just worry about the layers in a second. Let's just stack these up first. Okay, so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take a box around the whole second level floor plan, and I'm going to use the move tool, and I'm going to click on the end of this little center point and lock it onto the end of this little center point. And before I deselect anything, I want to click on the Z-axis arrow, not alt-click, but just click on it, and I want to move that up 215 centimeters. So I'm just going to type in 215 and hit enter, and you'll notice that that kind of moves it up in the air. Oh, I'm actually working with the wrong floor plan here. But it doesn't matter. This will be our copy. This will be our working model. That's fine. Either way. Okay? So now I've got that one in place. I've got the second floor right where it's supposed to be, and I can deselect that. Now I'm going to come and select the third floor, and I'm going to move that. So I'm going to use the move tool and click on the end of its little center point and the end of this little center point, and then click on the up arrow or the Z-axis arrow, 215, enter, and you'll see once again we get that nice vertical lift. So we're putting these floor plans the right distance from one another according to the three-dimensional building that we're trying to build. So now I'll take this whole deal and I will do the same thing. Move, click from here to here, click on the up arrow or the Z-axis arrow, 215, enter. Cool. So now we've got our floor plans all in the right, orientation to one another. This one is kind of offset, just like the building is, this top floor, and the rest of them are all lined up perfectly. And now what I want to do is, just so I can start working on extruding the walls, I want to only have the walls be the active, or the thing that I can see right now. So I'm going to turn off the hatch and the doors and windows and the annotations and the stairs for now, and I just want the, the closed curves that make up the various floors, right? The first floor, second floor, third floor, and fourth floor. So that's what I'm looking for, something like this, yeah? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close that down and create a new layer with this guy here, and we'll call this 3D walls. How about that? 3D walls. And I'm not going to change the color of that, but I do want that to be the active layer that I'm drawing into. So make sure that you put the check mark onto that 3D walls layer. Okay, so what am I doing here next? Well, next move is to select each of these curves, and I'm holding down Shift as I go around selecting them for the first floor. Select each one of them, and I'm going to use Extrude Curve, and I want this to be solid yes, so that's important. You want a solid extrusion, and I'm going to type in 215 because that's how high I want to extrude it, and enter. And I will turn on shaded so we can see this, and you'll see there's your first floor's extruded walls. Nice. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's coming along. All right, so let's do the next floor. So for the next floor, I need this wall and this wall. I want to choose the curve, not the extrusion. Curve. 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 Okay, so that's the next floor. I think that's all of it. And again, I'm going to extrude the curve. And it's already got solid because I started that already, and I'm going to do 215 again. And boom, we get the next floor in, just like so. And that pulls all the way up to the next floor plan for the next level. So for this level, I will choose once again the walls that make up this level, holding down the Shift key to select each piece. Oops. If you select something you didn't mean to, you can hold down the Control key to deselect it. Control click will deselect it. And then Shift is how I'm holding down Shift and selecting each of these other walls. There's one in here that I want to get. Oops. Ooh, I don't know if I joined this one. This one does not look joined. That may be a problem. We will find out in a moment. Let's try to extrude that. It was not a problem. Good. 215 again. And we're up to the final level. Look at this. Awesome. All right. Now for the last level, I would suggest doing the outside walls first. That would be this wall, and this wall, and this wall, and this wall. Okay? And those are the ones that are going to be 375 high. So again, I'm going to extrude the curve, and we're going to go 375. Enter. Okay, so we got those inside walls that are kind of tall, And now we need to do the interior walls, or the walls that line up with the rest of the floor plan. And that would be here, and here, and here, and here. And those are going to go up, what did I say, 195? I think it's 195. Extrude curve, 195. Enter. Oops, they didn't extrude. Let's try that again. 195. There we go. All right, cool. So there we go. And I will, let me zoom around here so I can see it a little better. Come in and approach it from the front. That's sort of what it should look like at this point in the game. Oh man, our Ando house is coming together. Next thing we'll do is put in some floor slabs, and we'll start blocking in the windows. Great job, everybody.